I'm actually baffled by the graphics in this game. It just looks insane. So this is a game called Black State, and it appears to have just come out of nowhere. The footage that you're seeing on the screen right now is from Gamescom, and the developers are claiming that this is real in-game graphics. Now, some people apparently saw a demo at Gamescom, a live demo where they were going over the tech in the game, how it works and everything like that. So by all accounts, this is how the game looks right now. Unreal. And it is running on Unreal Engine 5, but I watched a Digital Foundry video where they broke some of it down, and it seems what I got from that is that the developers are using their own tech for ray tracing, because there's a lot of CG artists that are working on this game. The ray tracing in the environments are ridiculous, and you'll see in a second when we go inside just how good the real-time reflections look, and also some of the assets that they're using. Very high quality, and only on PC at the moment. I think you're going to need a pretty decent rig to run this in the future whenever it releases. Now, in terms of the gameplay, I watched the whole thing, did a bit of research. The gameplay, that's the main reason that I'm interested in this. The graphics, yeah, they look incredible. Maybe some of the best environments that I've ever seen in a video game personally, but the gameplay itself, it appears to be a mix between Metal Gear Solid, especially MGS5, Fear. You guys remember Fear? Yeah, it's an FPS game, but slow motion, really visceral combat, explosions, bits flying everywhere, that kind of thing. And maybe if you throw in some Splinter Cell, bit of Splinter Cell here, and potentially Control/Death Stranding. So that's the vibe of the game. It's a stealth action game. And you know, there's not really that many anymore. So when I saw this, I'm thinking, yeah, I'd be down to play a game like this again. But just look at these graphics, the reflections, the ray tracing, it just, the whole scene comes to life when you've got those reflections there. And if you're a bit confused about what happened, then that's okay, because yes, we did start about 2 minutes ago on a big ship, and we went through some doors, and now we're in what appears to be a classic art gallery or museum. And the door mechanics are quite pivotal to the gameplay too. On their website, they are calling this real-time door mechanics, and they said that you're going to be able to seamlessly transition between levels with no loading screens, discovering these diverse locations, dynamic gameplay, lots of different biomes. We'll see in another video they release later on the different types of variety they've put in the game so far, the ones that they've shown. And we've got some combat here. This feels so much like an MGS game, or maybe Siphon Filter. Activate slow motion, some kind of techie grenade goes out, explodes everyone. There's the Fear coming in, and everyone's in bits. That looks amazing. I am totally here for this. Cover system, pop in and out. Bad guys running at you. Nice tactical reload there too. On the site it says that you'll be fighting elite human forces and relentless robo-sapiens, whatever they are. You can't just wait in cover either. Enemies have got unique skills, and if they sense your presence, then they can call in reinforcements. Stealth, of course, that's going to be very important in this game. The devs have said that there's over 100 brutal cinematic kill moves that they've done already. I like what they're saying about the enemies having unique skills and hunting you down too. Later on in this video, you're going to see more combat where the AI are flanking the player, trying to flush them out. In my mind, Half-Life 1 still has the best AI that I've ever fought against, because it really felt like they tried to flank you, flush you out of positions, throw grenades at you, putting you under a lot of pressure. It was quite challenging, or it was back then at least, and almost felt like you were playing against real players at times. So I hope that they can really incorporate some of that advanced AI in this game. There's going to be boss fights too, where the bosses will have unique patterns and mechanics, and you're going to have to adapt, learn, exploit their weaknesses. They say that each boss fight is a thrilling challenge that will push your skills to the limit. Who are the developers? Well, they're a studio called Motion Blur, based in Turkey. I think it's a smaller team. And in the About Us section, it just says that they're making AAA games with an independent soul. It seems that Nvidia were impressed with them though, because a lot of this gameplay has been posted on the official Nvidia channels with RTX on, RTX off comparisons. And I look at this and it makes me hope deep down that the next console generation
maybe 4 to 5 years from now, most of the 3D games at launch will have ray tracing in, with accurate real-time reflections, lighting, and shadows. Because when you see this, to me, it feels alive. It feels more like a real place, a real environment. And that helps me get immersed in everything. Imagine if in 5 years' time, we get a new Battlefield game or a new Call of Duty, a first-person shooter that features this kind of tech and the environments look this good. It's a very tantalizing prospect for me. Yes, I think in the footage they're showing here, maybe the character models and the animations don't quite live up to how visually impressive the environments are. But of course, it's still work in progress. Those could improve by the time this game releases, whenever that is. Most of us don't want a repeat of the day before though, right? When we see this kind of thing, I think many people are skeptical. Rightfully so. As I mentioned though, it appears that the developers are being transparent about this and showing people the game early, gameplay demos, tech demos. IGN posted an article where somebody was describing that they'd played it. There was a 20-minute section of the game that they played, so seems legit. And in that same IGN article, they did credit Inception, the movie Inception, as one of the big inspirations for the game. The idea of a dream within a dream or a portal within a portal where you go through different environments, and Christopher Nolan movies in general that have that surreal feeling but also very polished and clean looking at the same time. Maybe some time travel involved here too. We'll have to wait and see. The official synopsis of the game is: a secret group of scientists called the Architects summon you for a mysterious mission. Save the captives and uncover the truth behind a cataclysmic event. But none of you know what's behind the doors. Are you ready to open them? And then it goes on to say that Black State opens a new door in the single-player story-driven action-adventure third-person shooter genre, offering a photorealistic action experience with countless elements of surprise that gamers have been demanding for so long. Feels like the developers are going into this with a lot of confidence, and you're going to see here, this thing looks like it's straight out of District 9. That's an amazing movie, by the way, if you haven't seen it. Electro gun that just explodes people. You can charge it up. I mean, I know there was ghost guns again in Half-Life, like I mentioned earlier, but District 9, this kind of looks like it has the same design almost. Just absolutely giving people. Second chance mechanic there, got knocked down. So that's the end of the first gameplay video. This section here is from the reveal trailer that seemed to go under the radar. I don't know, maybe people just weren't paying attention, but there's some story stuff in this and also some gameplay in a second. I gotta call him Mr. Clock because he has all the clocks. And here's all the doors. Switches to gameplay. Nice environment again, tessellation with the brick. So the door closes. He's going to go ahead and open it up. And it's a different environment. Wow, with no loading. Feels a bit Max Payne or Control this bit. Doesn't feel like the ray tracing was maxed out for this first trailer though. Especially for the reflections. Still looks great though. And transitions into an open area. From a medieval looking door to a subway to this open area with tanks. Here you'll see some of that Metal Gear Solid 5 gameplay. Throws out a scanning device of some delineation. Plenty of guards around. Stealth mode engaged. Nice weather effects. Got some wind there too. There's one of those stealth takedowns. Unfortunately, he gets spotted. Slow motion. Seems like you only get a few seconds of that, so it's going to be important to pick your targets and your shots. I think he rolled out a stun grenade there, yeah. Gives you the opportunity for a takedown. John Wick? Who is this? Enemy calling in reinforcements. Chopper comes in. And this is the perfect time for a grenade and some slow motion. And this must be so satisfying to play. This kind of thing. I mean, it was back in the day when you could do it in Fear. Maybe I should do a video on Fear. Does it even work on modern PCs? I don't know. Shotgun time. Oh my, wave goodbye to your head. Takes out the legs. And then finishes off this stunned enemy. And then the big boy shows up with a minigun. Little boss battle. Yeah, there we go. That's a quick look at Black State for you. Good luck to the developers. Strong first impression. Let me know your thoughts below, guys. Drop me a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.